Everyone, it's me again, Diana Nguyen from Trinity Health and Living. And I know it's been quite a while since I've done a video kind of commenting on certain things. And today I just wanted to chat about a little bit more about masculine energy, especially in relation to all of this big movement in terms of like the hashtag Me Too movement and the rise of the divine feminine. So the reason why I feel like I have to kind of have this video is because quite recently I've had a number of male clients, and the common trait, the common thread in the shamanic healing with the male clients is that their own needs aren't being met, even though they're trying to articulate what they want. And those male clients were the more of the type who were quite sensitive and they could feel emotions and all that kind of stuff. And in some ways, they were really struggling with the type of, how do we say it? The type of example of a male figure in our current society today. The role model is what I'm trying to say. And, and for a lot of people, a lot of what we hear about the masculine is what we would call the distorted masculine. So this is like, the Harvey Weinsteins and the Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epsteins of the world. Those, the men who are really about power, and trying to assert control over other people. And, they're the men that the whole divine feminine has risen up against in terms of that Me Too movement, all the sexual abuse allegations, all that sort of thing. So don't get me wrong, I am all for feminine power and this whole rise in divine feminine. However, I think there really does need to be an acknowledgement that not all men are the type of men that is coming out, or type of men that are portrayed by many people who are victims of men. So, over here in Australia, we had a couple of high-profile domestic violence cases which had come out, especially because it had resulted in the death of a beautiful mother and her 3 children at the hands of their father. And then literally a week later, there was another case of domestic violence, which ended in death as well. And, where it raises the awareness around all of this sort of stuff. And obviously, yes, we do need to have a conversation about this. But I think we also need to understand that not all men are like that. And sometimes it's actually the females that are the perpetrators against men as well. The probability, the possibilities of this, it's probably more so that the men are the perpetrators as opposed to the women. But it's important to acknowledge that that actually does exist. And again, it comes down to discernment, which is a topic that I've just been banging on about before. It's almost like topic of the month sort of thing. But, make sure that you actually are able to have a perspective where you can see various sides of the story. So coming back to the sessions that I had with the clients, my male clients, it was really clear that they were not that typical example of, that controlling, powerful male in society, even though growing up, that's exactly what they had as a father figure. And so there's this struggle within them for them trying to, feel like it's safe to be seen as the sensitive, caring, nurturing male who can step into that protective and sometimes controlling figure. It's a real struggle for those guys, because it's almost like for them, they feel like they're persecuted. Which is like, the women who feel persecuted and suppressed for however long. There are men that actually feel like that too. And so it's really important to ensure that there's a balance of the energies here. Yes, we need more feminine energy. But again, sometimes I feel the scales like this, where the feminine energy is up here now and the male energy is here. We do need to bring this back into balance as well. And around the world, I mean, the nature of life as it is that everything's always trying to balance each other out. So the more that we will see, more people will speak up about the feminine side of things, eventually you will see that there's going to be much more of a push towards, in some ways, recognizing men's rights as well, but not to the level that, the level of men's distorted rights that we have been used to for a very, very long time. There's going to be like this balancing out of things. So, before we kind of go into judgment around, men or women or whatever, again, just try to look at it from a balanced perspective. I feel that it's really, really important, and I kind of feel like I just wanted to, be the cheerleader for those sensitive men out there, because those are the type of men that we really need. They're the type of men that we want in society. They're the type of men that don't feel intimidated by women and are more than happy to actually allow the woman to do whatever it is that they need in order for them to step up into power, but not to the point where the men themselves are going to feel like they're powerless either. So please spare a thought for those men. The struggle is real, and in some ways it's almost like I'd kind of say that I think those who are in the LGBT community will most likely be able to really resonate with that, because they have to have struggled, well, maybe not all of them, but some of them would have really struggled in order to, figure and balance that stuff out within themselves, and some most likely are still struggling. So yes, please give them a thought, and just be aware that this sort of stuff does exist, and not to just see something as black or white. At the end of the day, you need black and white and grey or together sort of thing, because all of that allows us to all come into balance. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to get on to chat about today, and yeah, I'll chat to you guys later. Bye.